Welcome back for the next part. So I've got the steering in. I'll just talk through what that consists of. So these are the hubs from the quad bike with a kingpin running straight through, which is just a bit of 12mm ground stock. 10mm rose joint up to the rack. The rack is from a sort of buggy go-kart. You can buy these on eBay or Amazon for about 25 quid, something like that. Then we go to a ball bearing UJ off the rack to a stainless steel shaft, and then I've added this cross member, and that's another rose joint welded to the cross member as a steering support or steering column support. So now we have steering. Still need to do a bit more polishing to the steering wheel. It's slightly offset at an angle, but I think we can live with that. I could have added another couple of UJs to get a completely straight steering wheel, but I think Maddie is slightly offset to one side and leaning against that corner, so that should work well from our test fit last Sunday. This is a little bit of progress on the floor, which is just plywood. This section is going to tip forward so I can get to speed control, etc. Thinking the batteries might fit in the sort of door pocket area because that's quite big. The floor is made up of lots of pieces because actually, I don't know if you can see, it's curved down quite a bit. That's to give Maddie a bit more headroom, but I don't really want to see it from the side, so because it curves down towards the middle as a sort of side view, you don't get this really low floor which looks out of shape with the profile. So that's what the battery's there to hold it in place while it's gluing. I've got to put some pedals up there. Yeah, on to the next job. Next part I've had to modify. I've machined these flat and drilled them for the spinner stud. I've trimmed a little bit off the inside of this arch so the tyre clears. One of the problems I've got is this drive flange needs to be able to move in and out, because to get the wheel on it needs to be back there, and then once the wheel's on, brought forward, and then I've drilled it for putting a bolt through there into the axle to drive it. Got the axle in, that's painted black so that it's more difficult to see than if it was, say, silver like it was. What else have I been doing? Got some leather seat covers. These are actually for a Jaguar, and I'm just going to be using the centre panel, so I can shorten this off and make it a bit more like a bucket seat, and use the foam that I've got for some comfort. So yeah, doing those. I got some stickers. Got the Jaguar D stickers, little Jaguar ones for the front, Dunlop ones for the wheels, GB for the back. Got some Union Jacks to put in front of Maddie's name. Found this little Jaguar D badge. I think it's a tie pin. So I might use that as a steering wheel centre. I think that's from the 60s or 50s even, maybe. It's quite old. I got the stickers from there. So these are slightly curved, the Dunlop stickers. Don't know if you can see that, they're cut. And these are 45mm, so they should fit the wheels around about here. I found some headlights. These are 5 3/4 seal beam units. And then I've just been looking at the CAD, cardboard aided design, insert to go in the body. So I just need to do a more accurate one of those, and then I can cut some alley and bond that in. Started taping up. These are the bits that I cut out from the headlights, and they've got quite a strong compound curve, so I need to build them up half an inch or so so they cover this area nicely, and then I can mould the perspex or acrylic sheet that I got around them. And that is probably it for this week. Not actually done very much, but been sorting out lots of things to use. I've got some gauges and stopwatches now for the dash. I've got some bar stock to make some spinners. So yeah, next week I think we should be testing. Thanks for watching. Oh, just remembered, got some lights as well for the back. These, I think these are what they use on the original one. They might be a little bit too big, so I might have to cut a bit off them to make them a bit more realistic size, or they might be okay. And I've got this big heat sink for the speed control, so it doesn't overheat. I did run the one on the Porsche with water cooling, but it makes it a bit more complicated. That's the speed control I've got, which is what I've used on the Ferrari and the Porsche. It's been pretty reliable. Started doing some test bending with some perspex, but it didn't go very well. So that was just heating perspex up because I need a compound curve. I'm gonna have to get it pretty hot. Anyway, yeah, that is the update for today, and thanks for watching. And yeah, I'm hoping next Sunday it will be testing.